Guys, want to thank you both for taking the time to join us and willing to host us tonight. I hate we're not, seeing some baseball action on the diamond, but got off to a good start last night. How you guys doing tonight?
Good. Thanks for having us.
Well, I guess, kind of talk about last night's game. Got off to a really good start, and, I think it rained today to cool off the bats from last night, right? So talk about your team's performance last night against Silverdale.
Thought it was a good night. Open up the season. We're starting Tennessee. TSSAA started the year, gave us pretty much a week zero like with football. So we bumped up everything a week. So normally this is our last week of practice, kind of how it's been traditionally over the years. And so everybody's had the option of opening up early or playing some more scrimmages. So we took the opportunity to start our season earlier and kind of spread some things out and lay some things out. So I thought last night was a good night, to open up with. So,
Coach Kinney, your thoughts as well, being there in the dugout. How you think the boys did last night?
Well, it's always a fun time to watch kids, especially after you train them and they think that baseball is played in a cage, and they think that just hitting the ball hard is the objective of the game, and then you get out there and finally you get back to a baseball game and they look at each other and you're like, yes, we are trying to win a baseball game, not try to get you a base hit. And so just bringing back that excitement of actually playing a baseball game was really fun. And today when we started going back to work on it, it was evident that they had remembered exactly what we were trying to do. And the questions and let's get back to this was very, very evident. And it was just really an entertaining, fun practice today.
Coaches, we'll talk probably baseball movies later, I'm sure. One of the best genres of film there is out there. What's it like, unique to baseball and softball, a little bit of basketball. You're kind of playing day-to-day almost. You don't really have a day off from a game. What's it like balancing, especially an academic establishment like Baylor? What's it like kind of telling these kids you got to still do your schoolwork? It's not just we're going to practice, but you also have a game to prepare for and kind of the mental drain that is. Then baseball itself is more of like a psychological game, I think, than a lot of other sports. So what is it? What's it take to kind of balance the academics and when you have games day to day?
Well, our conversation today was we missed a class yesterday, and it was you have to go see that teacher. You have to speak to them. You have to get your work. You have to show up for extra help if you needed extra time. That's part of the expectation here at Baylor. So missing a class, having activities each day is just part of what we do on a daily basis. It's just the standard by which we go about business. Just with baseball, we create a routine, and we just stick to that routine, and it tends to knock down all the excitement, and you can kind of do that on a daily basis, and you know exactly how long it's going to take you, and you can schedule your time and be time efficient. So I think that helps us, especially with our sport and what we have to do academically here.
Coach Elie?
No, I mean, I think with what Mike said, we kind of set the pace and the tone for that throughout the year. So, I mean, with the amount of work they put in the off season leading up to this, it's not foreign to them by the time we start the season. They're pretty used to it.
Yeah, for sure. Now, you guys were, near Coach Kimmery when he was with us just now, talking about Coach Saban or Coach Smart coming in on the helicopter, landing on the baseball field. Were you sweating at all when you saw that? Because you're like, man, if they miss it just the wrong, not the right angle, that's some more side work you guys are going to have to do.
No, they landed on Reich. If they would have landed on the baseball field, it might have been a different story. So, but no, that was a pretty neat experience. So.
Talk about last night's game. I think you scored 15 runs in kind of the final 2 innings. Are you guys? At some point, do you get there? It's like, all right, guys, let's just take this to the house. And obviously, also baseball is kind of a game of slumps. Like, is there a coaching method you can approach a kid that's going through like a terrible slump, or do you just kind of have to sit back and let him be the guy that he is?
I mean, we talk about it all the time with our guys. It's about one at bat at a time, one pitch at a time. Just winning that one and then moving on to the next one. So. As far as slumps go, I think we've tried to ingrain in them that it's going to happen. It's part of the game. You're not going to avoid those. It's kind of a matter of how you respond. And then, last night was typical early season baseball. We hit the ball well sometimes. Sometimes we didn't. Both teams made mistakes. But, that's a really good ball club over there that, Lance has with Silverdale. And, they're coached the right way. That's why we play those guys that we play in our non-region, because we're just similar thought process and how we play, how we approach things, and trying to get each other better. Because at the end of the day, I'm pulling for him, and we both are, and he's pulling for us at the end of the season, and just trying to get each other ready for another deep run.
Anything down on that, Coach Kinney?
Well, just the creating just the expectations. You're not expecting for everybody to get results as a baseball player, but we are requiring them and asking them to have good at bats and to go about the process well. That's more important than the results. Baseball, you can hit a ball really, really hard and get zero out of it. But from our perspective, even a strikeout can be a productive at bat if we eat up pitches and we do some things in that nature. So the slump is really something that is from maybe from the outsiders looking in. Sometimes that's really not the case. It just doesn't fall for you. So and some of our kids got 0 hits yesterday, but had a really good day. And today was just a day to clean that up, and tomorrow they'll have a 3-hit day, and all will be right.
Yeah, for sure.
Better sound, aluminum versus wood.
Here we go.
Again,
you knew it was coming.
Favorite baseball movie?
Mine is the wooden bat. I've listening to my son come in here and hit these wooden bats in this building echoes and sounds quite. It's quite entertaining to say the least. You can actually hear the different tones and when they hit it well or really well, and just how that bat ball comes off. And I think I've watched Sandlot 1,000 times with my kids growing up, and then I watched it as an adult with my daughter a couple months ago, and I was like, oh, I'm not sure that was great parenting, but it is what it is at this point. So.
What about you, Coach Elie?
Nah, I don't think there's anything as good a sound as a wood bat. So, getting to coming here and see Coop in the off season and get to see him getting ready for a pro ball and hear that sound. You can be 100 yards outside the facility and tell who's hitting in here when he's home. So that's fun. And yeah, I've got 3 kids, and my daughter's seen the Sandlot, but my 2 boys, the 2 younger ones right now, my 8-year-old's all about it. So definitely Sandlot.
Yeah, I got you. Well, obviously, we talked about the game being canceled tonight. You got 2 more opportunities this week at Cleveland against Walker Valley. Kind of talk about, I guess the process getting your kid. You said it's a 3-hit day tomorrow. Talk about, I guess, what the next steps are this week. Obviously, you're supposed to have a game tonight, and that's scrubbed, obviously. But kind of talk about, I guess, the process there, getting the kids ready to kind of go up there and go up to Cleveland on Thursday and then host Walker Valley on Friday, and kind of keeping the momentum rolling from last night.
I mean, the biggest thing right now is we're trying to get all our pitchers their time in the week and the rotation. So. Thursday we'll have kind of our big dog, Tomas Valinkas going. He's got a chance to get drafted this year and had tons of scouts already come through to see him. So we both kind of navigate those waters, trying to keep everybody abreast of what's going on and when he's going to throw. And really kind of lay that out as far as schedule goes. I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to the scheduling is trying to keep your pitching in line.
He currently committed to Virginia, for those who don't know, correct?
Yep, currently committed to Virginia, and is as good a hitter as probably as a pitcher, which people don't realize. He's a special kid, and we've enjoyed kind of following his journey and his growth since he's been here.
For sure. Coach Kinney?
Just on the offensive side, it's just trying to create. Just the beginning of a season is always hard, and they draw pressure, and just trying to get them to get back in the routine and get back out and just enjoy the baseball game. That was we talked today was just about creating energy when you play and having that's the enjoyment is just the release of as much energy as you can possibly release and play the game with as much emotion and enjoyment as you possibly can, and getting to do that day in and day out. People call it a grind, but we don't. It's just kind of that's our release. It's our time to turn loose and be a kid again. So just getting that started and that idea going is kind of what this week's about.
That's awesome. That's the way it should be, right, for sure. So, Coach Greg Elie, Coach Mike Kinney, thank you so much for taking time to join us, and we'll definitely need to get out here for a baseball game and hear the cracks, aluminum bats, but still a crack of a bat, so it'll be a good thing to hear in the background noise. But definitely appreciate you, both of you, coming to join us here tonight on Off the Bench and hosting us, and good luck the rest of the week against Cleveland and Walker Valley.